Episode 72. We are currently fighting the final boss of Blueprints, RNG. Just need to get that vault key. RNG is a much easier to deal with final boss, strangely enough. At the beginning of the game, because there are ways to work around RNG. But as you get later on in the game, like we are now, I guess there are less avenues. Every time you defeat RNG, it just comes back stronger, with less avenues to tackle it. And now we only have one avenue, and... oh, that's right, we have... no wait. Maybe we can defeat RNG this way. We still have to get the vault key. The final vault key, for the last sanctum key that isn't a weird rule, the last room of 8 or whatever. And both of these might help with that. I should probably build into this at one point, but also on my to-do list was to get all of those upgrade discs, and this is related to that. So yeah, we can actually do this because we have the Blessing of the Monk. I forgot that when I ended yesterday, and this actually just kind of helps out. Immediately. Well, we need the, oh wait. I didn't know this would happen. I didn't know this was like a permanent upgrade. Digging this up this one time. Well, this is perfect. We just start today with this. Thought I was walking in here without a shovel, and I was only going to get the one gem, but if we're actually starting with the vault key, we can actually work towards getting the archives and opening up one of those things. Although there is more to dig over here later. Creepy though. Very creepy. Any outdoor room like this, when put into this room, they just had to pick the shrine as the one place to be your landscape for those quote-unquote outdoor rooms. I guess it looks cool. Alright, let's go defeat RNG. And while we're defeating RNG, we can still try to do the whole... well, there it is. Fine, we'll do it immediately. This is not great in the beginning of the day if we want to do anything else today. And we did kind of want to do the whole dead-end strategy. The drafting, sweepstakes, and all that. But we can at least, there we go. This one immediately then. Okay, perfect. And the East Reddington Hospital Certificate of Birth. This document attests that Mary Matthew Epson was born to Lady Clara Epson and Simon H. Sinclair. In this hospital at 4:05 a.m. Tuesday, the 22nd day of January. Okay, that's Simon's birthday. I think we already knew this, but it's coming up, I think. We just passed Christmas, so we're getting close to it. Kind of. In the 6th era, 1958. Wait. Oh no, wait, that's his mom's birthday, right. In witness whereof, East Reddington Hospital certifies that the information above is true, as verified by its duly authorized officer of the Fen Aries Registrar of Persons, Lily Rissian Rose, Doctor, Sarah Drivian, Registrar Officer. And what's that in the top right? It's a realm sigil that we've already solved. That's Fen Aries, I think. The Pentagon. Just in case this is going to be our thumbnail, I don't know. Maybe that. This could be the thumbnail if we actually unlock the other one today. If we're lucky. We'll just have to get the laundry room and the shovel again. We do have to deal with the archives now, though. That's a good way to save a day, I guess. If we did this, this would make it hard to get dead ends, I guess. Archive me. We're not even running an experiment, I don't have to do this. Which way's the door? This way's the door. So, ignore that for now. That is technically optimal for dead ends. Actually, walk into it and then walk out. There we go. For dead ends, we need like another T-junction like the dark room to be optimal. But accepting that we might not be optimal, let's get the boiler room and try to get the laundry room out of this. And technically the archives is also vented. Let's just start with this side of the house. We probably want to start with the laundry room, but yeah, just make it this, in case we run out of gems. And actually, we're already pretty bad on gems. Let's draft one more and see if it's one of the red rooms. Oh, this is good too. Make it the boudoir, and yeah, try to make this a dead end, the next room. Or a red room, or something else useful to us. That is a dead end, I guess. And we can make it a red room. Okay, we'll do that, but we won't make it the red room just yet. Or will we? Let's pocket this one and save it for later. We will accept just getting three gems out of this room. Unfortunately, the black box is not empty. The statement on the black box is true. The box with a false statement contains the gems, alright? None of these really stand out to me immediately, so let's just start with one assumption. Let's say the black box is not empty, that this is true. Then the gems would be in the black box. That'd be pretty simple. Yeah. And the other two, one of them has to be false, or they could both be false. The statement on the black box is true. Let's say that's true. Then this can't be true, because they'd all be true, assuming that this is true. So if this is false, true, false, then this can be either one. And if this is false, then the statement on the black box is false. A box with a false statement contains the gems. That's false. So then a box with a true statement contains the gems. But if we say that this is true, then it can't be in the black box because this is a false statement. So this is not true. This is false, by all accounts. So that means one of these is true. If this is true, then these can both be true, and this is false. And if this is true, then a box with a false statement contains the gems, which is that false statement, this one right here. And this is a reality that can exist, which makes it the only reality. Let's try the boiler room again. Well, the passageway is okay, but we don't want to go to the right with this. We want the secret passage. We can do this, sure. It just kind of saves us walking into the archives again. Although no, we can connect up the The vent through here into here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure my recording just cut out. It didn't stop recording, but I think it did just go to black screen. My TV had a flicker, but I looked over and it looked like my recording also had that flicker. We didn't lose the game though, somehow. Guess I'm glad. It wasn't a blackout, it was weird. This probably is not good. It's probably the weight room or something. We need the shovel, sort of, so give me the commissary, I guess. We know the laundry room costs 1 gem, so yeah. If we see a 1 gem cost connected to the vents, then that's our cue. And I guess give me everything, why not? While we still have the monk, we'll try to get to the antechamber. I guess we'll continue down the passageway. Just on the off chance that we actually get that, the breaker box. Well, I guess this is good. Good enough. This isn't it. Do we want to go furnace again? I guess if we're doing the dead end strategy, this is where we want to place a dead end, right at the edge. It's the whole point. Yeah. Give it a shot. We can work with the dead ends. Or with the bedrooms. We can't work with locked doors. Yeah, I guess we're going back to the dark room and drafting in the dark. Unless this isn't locked. Oh, and we also have the shovel, so... Well, if we get the workshop, we should maybe save these, if we can. Combine the shovel and the metal detector for the hard to pronounce special shovel detector shovel thing. Well, we kind of want that. We don't want to lose our item yet. This is bad though. I think we'll make this go north. We'll try to peek. No Valky. That's, what is that even? That's 2 dice and... What item is that? Magnifying glass? No. Looks like a telescope. Is that even a thing in this game? Well, we don't want to walk in because we might lose the upgrade disc, so let's try to find the lab before we do anything else. If all else fails, we can just end the day in the patio and get the key again. No wait, the monk blessing only works on the inside of the house. Or does it? Well, in any case. This only helps us just a little bit with the dark room, but it does help. That's the laundry room. Nope, I thought it was the laundry room. It's sometimes the laundry room, if it's 1 gem cost. Wasn't this time. Oh, but we can upgrade here. That's perfect, actually. In a second. Why are you detecting? What are you detecting? That. Okay. Alright, what can we get today? Well, I should also get my to-do list. I can actually cross this one off. Let's see. I had an upgrade disk in the archive, crossing that off, but we're not crossing off the file cabinets inside the archive. Because I still have to get like one more from the laundry room. And I don't actually know what's inside this last cabinet thing. Okay, so we're upgrading the bunk room, and that would be... a bunk room that counts as 2 bedrooms, and when you have exactly 2 hallways, when drafting this room, double your keys. Why does double look like it's doubled for some reason? That doesn't mean quadruple, right? Oh no, this is a... You have to draft this based on a requirement. That sounds kinda hard. You have to have exactly that amount too. What can we control? Well, what do we want actually? I think gems are usually the most versatile. I mean, in this particular instance. We kind of need keys. But I've said this before, keys are one-time use on only locked doors. But gems tend to be used on any door, whether it's locked or not. Just for better rooms or for better door placement. So yeah, we'll try to control our green rooms and like get the bunk room, I guess. That's the plan. Oh, and the experiment. We could also remote into security, I guess. Yeah, well, The die could be pretty good for going for the drafting strategy sweepstakes. I think we just want more allowance. I mean, we already have a lot of allowance, but none of these really seem to call out to me. We're already in an archive run today, so I don't think the dice will help that much. We probably want the perfect day, like a day after we use the freezer for a big start on the next day, if we're going for the drafting strategy sweepstakes, and also maybe the inkwell from the observatory. Trash while digging? Yeah, let's dig up some trash. We got the shovel. We might lose the shovel pretty soon. Just that. This whole thing about drafting bedrooms after the second one, I'm not sure that's going to trigger a lot. Probably more than trash though. And the security, I guess. No, wait, we could unlock all the doors if we trigger this experiment enough. Let's wait on that. Okay, yeah, we do want... We do want dead ends, but unfortunately, it's gonna be rather weird, isn't it? We'll take 2 keys, I guess. That's all we have. Because we kind of need the keys to continue our run. Awkward window, it's so low to the ground. You'd have to be sitting like in the chair to actually enjoy it, and even then it's kinda sad. Yeah, no wonder this room is so bad to sleep in. As a game mechanic. So yeah, even if we fail the dark room here, don't go north or whatever, we can still get out of this passageway. With our new key. That, it might be I think that's probably the laundry room. And I think we wouldn't mind the laundry room right now. Let's launder. That's not the laundry room. Damn it. Well, now what? Crap. We can set the security doors to low. I just want that damn laundry room. We can't get it though if we have 0 gems. How are we getting gems now? I guess that's just by playing the game. Well, god damn it. Give it to me, please. Fine. I'm just gonna have to hope from the passageway we can also use this bonus from the increased chance from the boiler room with the steam connected. And get the laundry room in this placement right here. Okay, if the weight room is here, then it can't be here. Fine. An actual good room. With gems. And a lockpick kit. Lockpick kit and the permanent upgrade to lockpicking skill is another reason why gems are more valuable. And also you get more keys from things like the metal detector, as we just saw. Gems harder to come by, I think. Well, I say that. Damn, we're not really doing the whole dead end thing today. Well, I guess you don't really have to make the dead ends around the edges like I thought. I think that's still like statistically the optimal way to do things if you want to plot things out. But you can't just like go along the edge like we're doing right now and make the dead ends this row. And you could also do the same thing on the opposite side, make these the dead ends. While also going down the middle and like using that as a backup for dead ends, but just the way that the doors lay out, I think that's probably a lot harder to do than my original strategy. Let's go towards the middle. Yeah, observatory. You know, I think I forgot to actually look through the observatory yesterday, the previous episode. Oh, those are... right. That would also be pretty important towards the drafting strategy sweepstakes. I forgot about that constellation. Onwards. Yeah, solarium, I guess. Sure. I think the Lost and Found was just a room we didn't want to walk through quite yet. So we can still use that door if we end up dead-ending ourselves. What we really want is the laundry room. To use in the archives and see whatever else is there. That's exactly 2 green rooms, so we could get the bunk room and get that special bonus, I guess. If we're lucky enough to get the bunk room. Well, this is a dead end. I guess we're kind of going for that. And we did use our security disc, so I'm not too worried about losing the shovel we can just try to get the other key another day, if we don't get it from that last passageway. So give us the study. Another dead end, another item. Oh, that's actually rank 6? Yeah. It's just right in front of here. If we do keep the shovel, we can dig that up. And this. And that. Okay. Alright, flip it back to the north, and let's try that door. Come on, laundry room. There it is. Just what I needed. Remind me if this would be useful. What if we... This would be a way to get a lot of steps if you have a lot of diamonds, which you could get from a lot of coins. But we're not exactly hurting for steps. And our allowance and stars aren't exactly really competing, not really. I mean, they're pretty equal, which is why they're not competing. We don't have to swap them. Dice for keys is a weird one, but I guess there's some use to this. I don't need it though. I guess it would be turning a lot of keys into a lot of dice if you no longer have use for keys. Which we've sometimes been in that situation. I think we probably want coins to gems, but I don't know if I want that immediately. Well, with a lot of redraws, that would be pretty helpful, so maybe, yeah, immediately. Only problem would be if we run out of keys and want to turn our coins into keys. We can't do that. Oh, right. I'm stupid. Which one was it? Like one of these? Or the middle one? Yeah. It should also be the archives, so let's do that immediately. I dug that, right? Guess not. We're still doing the experiment, we haven't dug up any trash yet. So like another shelf here? Yeah. Surprised it's not like pointing us towards like another random one. It's just like the most obvious one, I guess. So what's all this then? In case that's the thumbnail. I don't know. Maybe this one filing cabinet isn't very exciting as a thumbnail. But maybe it is. It's lore, okay. March 10th, 1886, Reddington Herald, peace. Terms of surrender have been accepted. The red flags flying over the capital was a bittersweet sight of comfort for many of this realm's war-weary citizens. After 22 years, peace had come at last. We, the staff of Reddington Herald, join all of the citizens of Reddington in welcoming this new era of peace, and formally retract and disavow all prior printed support of House Desolates. Wow, propaganda already. If we had a magnifying glass, it'd be pretty interesting to look at these historical figures. Royals flee in defeat. For shame, O you cowardly coattails. In our most trying hour we clung, and in yours you ran. Yeah, very propaganda. In his first public address since the end of the war, the victorious leader of the Fen army General Teskin, did not express much sympathy for his fallen enemy. The royal family's departure was not unexpected, as rumors of their plans to flee to the neighboring realm of Araja had been circulating even before the war's end. However, the suddenness of their departure has left many of their supporters feeling abandoned. It is a disgrace, a betrayal of the people they swore to protect. They have fled to foreign lands, seeking comfort and refuge, while their people suffer and struggle to rebuild. This is not the kind of leadership we need. We need leaders who will stand with us in times of adversity, who will not abandon us when we are afraid and at our most vulnerable. What would they do as leaders after their country was taken over? They'd just be in jail, right? I'm not sure what they would have expected. December 9, 1924. Desilee's princess born in exile. In the 4 decades since the end of the war, little news has reached our news desk regarding the former royals, whose life in exile has remained a quiet source of speculation and mystery. Prince Rolf, the grandson of Desilees IV, broke that silence on Tuesday when he announced the birth of his daughter, the Princess Caitlin J. Ari, who, in keeping with Arajan tradition, was endowed with her mother's surnames. Continued on page 6. Close supporters of the exiled family are of course concerned, as his public announcement displays a notable shift in conduct for the royals, and sets the stage for the family to exit private life and return once again to the public sphere, a change that would undoubtedly stir up long-buried allegiances and unrest in our realm. So I guess this book is all about like the continuing lineage after the war. We heard a little bit about this, but I guess we're hearing more. Then 5 years later, January 11, tensions rise on southern border. The Crown's recent decision to dismantle the realm's remaining railways has caused increasing tensions with our southern neighbor, Araja, who has for many generations relied on our realm's rail tracks for northern passage to Archares. The ensuing round of trade negotiations with Araja, which were conducted with reckless care and little diplomacy, have, to the surprise of no one, ended in an impasse. Early reports have alluded that in addition to their other demands, the Crown has requested that the asylum granted to the former House of Desilees be revoked. Yeah, very tense with Araja, I guess. Oh, and that's it. That's just like a piece of the sigil for Araja. We kind of knew most of this, but I guess it deepens the lore. And I guess this would be the big thing, if you were still putting together some other things which we solved largely through guess and check and brute force on 1 out of 4 variables, and other things that we just solved other ways. But yeah, I can finally cross this off my list. The main thing was the upgrade disk, but we finally did the drain the aquarium and all of the file cabinets, I guess. I guess. Yeah, I guess I still have the trading post to... No, did I use one of them? I think I used one from the trading post, yeah. So I can cross off that one. And I can cross off the one from the Lost and Found. We got that one when we first found the Lost and Found. So the remaining 2 that I think are question marks on my page here for the upgrade disks are the trading post, trading something rare for an upgrade disk, and one of the rooms in the mechanarium, which I may or may not have already done. But yeah, the list remains. Among other things other than the disk. But with that, we can continue to this way. Should I? We could do the secret passage now. Why not? I mean, what else would we do? I'm not sure what we would do. Maybe I'll decide when I get there. A green room wouldn't be bad. It could be the greenhouse, and that would let us get into the antechamber, which is the plan. Hallways, not really. Bedroom. I don't think we're far north enough to get the master bedroom, if that even is a rule. Red rooms, no. A shop? We don't have money. Green room it is. And there's the greenhouse. This also goes out to the left, so it saves us the trip back, I guess. Weirdly enough. Oh wait, did we want dead ends? I don't think... This is actually kind of hard. Can I do dead ends today? We have all these gems. How many do I have already? Counting the outside room, that's 1, 2, 3 if the passage is 1. We'll have to check if the greenhouse still counts as a dead end, quote unquote. Just 3 for now, maybe 4. Then 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 so far. We'd have to get 12 more in the remaining rooms, which is pretty hard. But I think the greenhouse does count as a dead end, so this isn't a bad choice if we're still doing that. No, it's no longer a dead end. Damn. I think it used to be a dead end. Did we somehow screw ourselves out of the dead end run? By removing dead ends from the drafting pool? That'd be a weird way to do it. We don't really need the gems though, so... Okay, an experiment. Right, implying that he did the whole ransom note, in case you didn't actually figure it out yet. Or if this was like your first hint at it. What is this? Oh, I see. For the red letters, right. Even more incriminating evidence. Oh right, this has an effect. I somehow doubt it's going to become like the vault key on any random turn. Or on a random day. It is... Oh, I didn't notice that it announces what we lose. But, I've never seen this item before, have I? It was a telescope, but what is this? A spyglass telescope. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Cool. That's over here, on the opposite side of the house. Damn it. And did we already, trigger these? Can we still use this spyglass? We don't have the steps to go back there. Maybe we put this into the code check if we see that again. Is this a green room? Why is there green stuff around? Well, hang on. I don't remember what this green stuff is on the left and right. Didn't notice those skulls before. I guess that means there's a... Oh, I see. Yeah, the skulls mean more dead ends. That's because of the Draxis constellation. We're now seeing this green thing on left and right because of the greenhouse, more likely to get a green room, but not necessarily a green room here. I think we have to redraw here to secure passage again. Where? Where? There. We could dead end, but I think we still want to secure passage. Get dead ends on the end and try to draft north from here. It's like some kind of T-junction. We have a lot of redraws, we don't really have to worry. Yeah, do this. What about this? We could make this better for... I guess if we're trying to dig up trash, then we just want a normal shovel, but if I'm doing this, then I'm kind of giving up on trying to get the vault key. Kind of a dumb way to play when I'm trying to rush headlong into the finale. I don't know. There, I did it. I removed choice from myself. I somehow really doubt we're gonna get the final vault key from digging it up again. We already kinda did that, so... Even though this is a fallacy, it feels like my luck has run out for that sort of thing. Dead end. We also don't really need the gems, not really. I feel like the placement of this... Where... That's Blackbridge behind over there, right? That is, yeah. But where is that cliff where you can see from the ruins and like Reddington through the special door in Blackbridge? I would think there would be like a rocky outcropping you could see, because that is Blackbridge, I'm pretty sure. That big rock. You go through it, but I don't see where the rocks would be, or that special room. I feel like something is weird about this, I don't know. And this too, this statue. Is that about where the tunnel is? Like right around under here physically? I'm trying to think of like where physically the tunnel goes to, that one special door. It doesn't lead back into Blackbridge. It maybe like crosses under it or something. It's not too important, I guess. The important thing is actually opening that door. But I guess knowing where it is physically maybe gives us a better idea of what it could be. Maybe. Yeah, we need to continue today, please. What we want is a T-junction going in multiple directions. Running out of choices here. Cloister, that works. Not optimal, but we do want it. Oh yeah, we can do this. Give me trash. That's not trash. I guess it helps. Damn. Today of all days. Give me dead end. Yeah, the keys. Sure. I think the locksmith is more common than garage. And garage can only spawn on this side anyway. Do I have this? I don't. That was yesterday. And the day that we turned on power to the garage was also yesterday. Oh yeah. Thanks for reminding me. What, here? Where? There. Yeah, it'd be pretty rude if they put the treasure chest somewhere in the middle of the cloister. If you didn't know how to get inside the cloister, that'd be a waste of the treasure map. For anyone that was still like earlier in the game. Okay, that lets us redraw a bit more, I guess. Probably money would have been better. Maybe. Yeah, we do have to redraw here. More doors. T-junction. That's a T-junction, but not the one I want. We might have to settle, though. Vestibule. That's something we don't have to settle on. Yeah. This is optimal, I think. Okay, that's optimal. For a lot of reasons. It's money, it's got a key apparently. And maybe if we get the vault key, we're in the endgame. Maybe. I can only dream. I think we'll try to make our way across this way first. Ideal would be a T-junction, but we'll take going straight through. No, we don't want to waste this T-junction here, though. When I say straight through, I mean like an actual straight through. Should I take this? It could be the vault key. We can still go straight through the vestibule, but we would need a T-junction there, or like another four-way. Maybe... yeah, I think... I'm maybe gonna regret this. How many times have we triggered the experiment? Not that many. We can unlock all the doors pretty soon. Not that that matters, what I'm thinking about right now is mainly gambling on getting the vault key out of this. We probably need a day where we go after items even more than this, like the entire time, from front to end, all special items and whatnot. If we want to get the vault key, make it so that it can spawn nothing but the vault key. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen today. No, I got excited. Just the car keys. We don't have the dining room yet either. Day's running short. I guess we can go back to the garage. Not like these extra steps are going to help us out too much. I think. I might regret this. That's not the worst thing in the world. There are steps in that. Oh, it's actually locked, due to the vestibule effect, I guess. That actually works out for us. Oh, that is a weird... Oh no, because the vault's already there, right. Well good, we want that locked. I mean, we don't want the vault locked, we want to unlock that. We desperately want to unlock that. Give me like a four-way here. This is not a four-way. The throne room. That's not a four-way, but, I mean... That's our way into the antechamber. We can do that today. What if we put this in the outer room? Oh, and give me more B-rolls, I guess. You know what? Because the throne room is so rare, I'm gonna look up the blessing of the monk and see what rooms might be good to spend on that. Real quick. Blueprints, blessing of the monk. Guess there's no page for the monk, it's just one page for all the blessings. But there's a section for the monk which has some tips for copying things over to the outer room, but this doesn't seem to be very comprehensive. Doesn't mention the throne room explicitly. Let me try the outer room page. Oh no, that just goes to a category page. Alright, let me try blueprints, just this one specifically. Blueprints, outer room, throne room. No, not sure I'm finding a good page here. Do any of these say drafting it outside? There's like a bunch of secret pages for this room or something. Oh wait, there can be items in this room? Well, I don't see them. Guess I can pull this while I'm trying to find out if there's anything worth putting outside here. Yeah, I don't see it. It doesn't look like there's any benefit to drafting the outer room. That's about all I'm really comfortable with looking up without going too deep into the depths of the wiki. I could just bite the bullet and try to end the day here. We still have 4 more days with the blessing of the monk after today, and we don't have to get the antechamber 2 day. Do I want this? This is a pretty rare room. And again, it comes down to, is it rarer than getting to the antechamber? We can pretty much get to the antechamber on any day we set our minds to it. But this is a rare room, so maybe I'll end the day here and put it in the outside room just to see what it's like. And if we do that tomorrow, then we'll have the north lever already pulled for tomorrow, so that's a thing we can do. Oh, but we need to only go to the outer room after we get 5 gems, I have to remember. Yeah, give it this one. Oh, and this also unlocks the antechamber, I guess. Wait, that doesn't count as trash. Damn it. No experiment. Damn, no other dig spots. More of this. It's been a while since we've been to room 46, so we can at least do that. We could even end the day in room 46. So I guess the more interesting one would be the throne room. I don't know. Because what if we put room 46 inside the outer room? There are so many things I want to try. I think the order of operations would be the throne room first, then room 46 if we get it, and then the antechamber. And we usually get room 46 if we get the antechamber. We just have to make a stop in the foundation. But for today, we'll probably just do the throne room for tomorrow. How many is that now? This was not a dead end, unfortunately. 1, 2, not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, not nearly enough. We kind of have to do way better than that. I think we want to... Well, this counts as 2 dead ends. What'd that bring us up to? Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... That's only 11. Did I miscount? Was it 12 last time that I counted? Whatever. This would be 13, and then we could do 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It'd be impossible, basically. Basically impossible, I think. So let's just draft whatever we want. Give me the vault key with the walk-in closet. That's not the vault key. What's the 4th item? Oh, this. Oh, the rumpus room. And this is kind of optimal. We do want to go straight through. It's been a while. Does he still have more prophecies for us? I would assume he has 8 prophecies for us. I don't remember how many we've seen. But let's see one more.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened for one last time.
One last time.
Of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to impart to you one final vision.
It better be good. The railway under the house. What is this room? Is that the end of the railway? It's like room 8, but weird. Is that Blackbridge? Like the Blackbridge?
In the dim, I see cavern walls of stone. A hollow lit by a sea of 1,000 burning stars. I see a treasure buried beneath the cliff rocks. A black mirror hidden among the memories of the falling sands. And within the black mirror, I see a figure. A figure standing in sullen snow. Until we meet again some distant day, I will have nothing more to say.
Meet again, huh? What does that mean? If this was your last vision? What does all of that mean? I have no idea what any of that was alluding to. A black mirror? It was all kind of like symbolism and just like changed rooms, like rooms that we sort of know, like the 8 room and I don't know. How much of that is actually like visible in game other than that cutscene? They showed the curse box in the black mirror. Maybe curse mode has something to do with it. I think that was the curse box. I'm sure people have a lot of ideas about what that could mean. I still haven't looked up anything about this game, like what people have to say about it though. Only things I have been looking up are ways to get a little bit further in. Every time I get stuck. And I'm feeling pretty stuck right now. We kind of want a 4-way, but there's probably no chance of that. Sure, we could freeze her. We have the furnace. We could freeze her today. Because we're not getting the drafting strategy sweepstakes. But we could tomorrow. Waste 7 keys, 46 gems, 81 coins, plus our allowance. And then we could end the day in the throne room. And start tomorrow going off into the throne room as the outer room. Yeah. I think we can try that tomorrow. This does mean we're giving up on getting the vault key today, but is that really the right move? Should I be giving up on the vault key even if there's only like a few rooms remaining? It's just so hard to go for the vault. The RNG. This boss remains undefeated. For now. But I'd like to think we're gearing up for tomorrow. Oh right, it doesn't save our keys for tomorrow. Well, this is still good. I guess the one thing I can do is make this even better. Let's see. How can I optimize this? I don't think we can turn our... Well, let's walk over there while we think. No, wait, we only have 10 steps. We can't make it back to the laundry room anyway. I did want to exchange our coins into gems again. With 10 steps, we could do that. We'd have to make it to the furnace and then back to the laundry room. But then we'd have to get back to the freezer, so no, it's actually a no-go. Yeah, it was over as soon as we opened the freezer here, with no more food. But that's okay. 46 gems is pretty much good enough. I just thought maybe 76 gems would be better. Okay. Then we'll end today sitting in this chair, I guess. How do I... There we go. And if there is an actual benefit to putting this in the outer room, I guess we'll find out in the next episode. The Mount Holly Garden Castle of the Dead. Sounds pretty good with a throne room and 13 dead end rooms. Not enough dead end rooms though. I'm not sure we'll get the Draxus constellation tomorrow, but with enough rerolls, maybe we can just force the dead ends. I'm not sure which days Draxus appears on. I could maybe just like reduce my stars again back to this exact amount and reroll this, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. We'll just try to get the drafting strategy tomorrow, and if it doesn't work out, think we'll just go back to trying to get the vault key after that. Trying all possible avenues from the very beginning of the day and everything. With that in mind, now would be a good time to take a break.